shapeshifters, government control. Eat your flesh alive while they spew lies. Control your mind, yeah. They'll eat you alive, yeah.
All right, yeah, we're ready to. We are the Foil Heads. We're here to educate people on our bullshit ideas and opinions on everything that goes around in the world. Facts are what they are. Just they're subjective, obviously, in this day and age. It used to be a fact was a fact. Now a fact is an opinion that you make up in your mind. You say it over and over again. Eventually it becomes fact. That's how it works. We just changed the meaning of words.
Very true.
Anywho, but we are here to try to wake people up, not really give them all the information, but to wake them up to start looking for the information for themselves, to not be controlled and brainwashed and to understanding and thinking and coming to terms with understanding things that are that stupid. I don't want to get into the past couple of years, with a lot of weird shit, but, we're starting to see it now. But are we, or is this all a distraction? We see TV. Does TV tell you the truth?
Rarely ever. Whatever we can count on, whatever they tell us is the truth is probably the opposite.
Yes, it definitely. I mean, it's just when you're told that something like a disease or a bacteria knows the difference between 6 feet and 10 o'clock at night, it loses its credibility. I start going, hey, maybe you don't know what you're talking about, Mr. Bacteria. So I have to talk to the bacteria because they're the ones that make sense to me, so not the people who push this stuff. So, but I don't want to be known as a vaccine denier. I'm not a denier. I'm just a questioner. That's all. I have questions. And hopefully everyone else has questions, and you shouldn't just accept whatever you're told, right? That's literally brainwashing.
Well, that's kind of, they keep us divided purposely. So I don't believe that there are two sides to politics, for instance. I believe there is only one, and they constantly play the entire population of the American people against each other.
Well, here's what is a fact. We've always been in control of the less than 1% since time and man has started. So is it what we think it is? Could it be? I mean, and we have questions because they're talking about aliens now and they're bringing up all this.
What about that guy? What about the Navy Admiral, was it, guy? What was his name? That was just on TV and he was wearing a mask.
Oh, yeah. And that's, clearly showing it. Again, along with TV, do we actually know who that was in there or why they would do that is what I question.
Well, they were there
so
to talk
anything.
about the Iran war and why we're there and why we're needed.
And here's what I know. I know nothing, and neither does anyone else, except the very few people on this planet.
Well, I know what's going on. I think all the elite, and I think most of the people in government that are high in the government, I believe they know what's going on.
Oh, definitely. Well, that's what I mean. But we argue as if we have special, like they're calling us in the middle of the night, going, "Hey, let me tell you what's really going on."
Well, some people actually claim to be talking with ETs and whatnot, and they say that they have contact with people. It's not me. I just kind of go by what I guess I feel in my gut and what I see to be truth, not what they tell us, but when people actually go and research and find things out, we find out it's quite different than what they tell us on the news or what our government tells us.
We need aliens because we need to look for something. And whether the aliens are a greater species than us or they were part of God's army, we don't know exactly because this all comes into play. And as we're getting more deeper in this, it seems like religion's coming back into play because it's answering some of our unknown questions. And that's where a lot of conflicts we're having is again, when they push stuff like Islam and showing you stuff like this on TV, they're showing you a small portion and a small area that's doing that. That's not typical. Just like everything, even the trans thing, all that. They show you little areas that people doing that. But when you go out in the real world, you don't see it. I mean, when's the last time you blocked some black guy from shopping somewhere? You can't come in here. I mean, I haven't seen that in a long time, you know. Actually, I've never seen it, but I mean, when has anyone seen that? There's no racism. Who the hell's, I mean, it just doesn't exist.
Well, it exists to the people that want to make it exist, and it exists to those who believe it exists, right? Because what is truth? It's whatever one person believes, right? That's their truth. That's right.
Yeah. Well, and that's what the problem is people get their ideals confused with their own, you know, personality, and the ideals become their personality, which they shouldn't. So when you go after their ideals, they believe that you're going after them, and you're not. The cat's always getting in this shit.
The cat really wants to be in. If he wants to lay down, it's fine, I suppose.
Okay. Anywho.